Hi, hello. Hi, hello, welcome. No, right. Okay. We'll just cut that out. I won't. I'll leave it. So I wanted to have some, coming to the end of the trip questions. Christina doesn't know what they are. I, of course, wrote them down. So I've forgotten them already. Okay, so we'll just jump right into it, not burn a bunch of camera time or anything. Out of everywhere we stayed, what was the most bougie?
Most bougie. This place is most bougie.
Seriously? This was the bottom of my list.
Really?
How many tuxedos have we seen? I have not seen one single ball gown. I was all Hilton. That was the reason I wrote that question down.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my God. Mayfair, West End, literally right next to Buckingham Palace. It was.
Okay. All right.
The bougie. The room.
Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking of room.
I mean, even the room is
The other one was older.
I know, but it had a classic style. It was.
You're right. Okay. All right. The area where we stayed at the Hilton.
Yeah, I guess you can
Mayfair.
break it into parts.
Yeah. So the area we stayed at, and in general, was because somebody asked me that already. Which hotel do you like better? And the area.
That's a completely different question.
Well, true, but the area, so Mayfair, where we stayed at on the first leg, which was at the Hilton, is a very bougie.
Every other car is a Bentley.
Totally, or I mean, it's just. Yeah, it was just sports cars and amazing cars, and people had drivers.
We were 2 blocks away from an Aston Martin dealership.
Yeah, wow. No, it was a very bougie area, and yes, there were ball gowns and tuxedos because
Just walking through the lobby,
which I don't think they were at the hotel.
No, they were just there.
They were just there going to some event.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely right. We're right now staying in the business district. So we arrived on the Saturday. Today's Sunday. It is quiet as can be. So that makes sense, obviously. This is not the area where we will find ball gowns and tuxedos.
At least not yet.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
On a Monday.
Yeah,
Who knows?
Monday night.
It is a very nice hotel. I felt very. Both hotels were.
Okay, no, you're going.
Okay,
See,
I'm going too far.
The question was most bougie.
Most bougie.
I mean,
from a room perspective, it's this hotel, the Pan Pacific. From the whole area, in my opinion, is the Hilton.
All right. Mine was the Hilton because
tuxedos.
All right. Where did you get the best sleep?
That's interesting because usually I can tell you guys, I'm very specific with my pillows, so I don't usually sleep well in hotels or anywhere else but home. Sometimes I even take my pillow if I can. And this is a tough one because I slept pretty well everywhere so far. And we've only stayed one night here so far. But every mattress has been great. Different, but great. I would say the Hilton.
Wow.
Yeah, slept best at the Hilton.
For me, it was here, Hilton, and then the
Airbnb.
Yeah, because, that one... It was clearly 2 separate beds that had been put together, and also I could never get my temperature right. We normally sleep cold at home, and all I had was this thin, hey, we're in the Mediterranean blanket. And so the room was too cold, and I didn't have enough, and so, all right, the Hilton. Wow, all right. Okay, best food.
I feel like it's a little too early, because...
Fair.
Okay, so when you say best food, we're talking about best food that we had in general, or that was at the properties that we stayed at?
No, I mean, honestly, just in general.
Because, London is London, so the first leg and the last leg will be the same.
Well, we've eaten in a lot of different places, Doesn't necessarily have to be, the hotel food. Like, no.
But you know, the Hilton had really good food.
It did have really good food.
Because I would say the first leg so far in London. I mean, I really enjoyed Spain, and I loved like some good paella and other foods that we had. And I loved my breakfast in Spain because it was more my typical breakfast, and I love having breakfast with people I like to have around.
Yeah.
Because it's an event. But I would say the first leg at the Hilton and the surrounding area where we had food.
Any specific meals that stood out?
Any specific meals that stood out? No, I don't have anything in particular.
Okay, well, for me, the gherkin really stood out. I'm going to shout that out because seriously, it was quite tasty. It was very hot cuisine, high cuisine, whatever. But
So it was too fancy for me.
yeah, that I knew that was coming. I mean, that was...
It when it gets a little too fancy, I am very basic in what I eat.
Meat and potatoes.
I love my meat and potatoes.
Which is what she had.
I did.
Yeah.
Along with a couple other things, but in general, it was very fancy, and
Yeah.
I knew Ben would love it because he eats anything,
Yeah.
and he's just way better about that than I am.
Okay.
But in general, food out of the 3 spots.
Man, the paellas were really good.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, before I left, everyone was like, "Oh, you gotta have paella in Spain." I'm like, "Well, no shit." But yeah, no. Seriously, I mean, the environment, but also the food was over the top. Just a lot of really complex flavors, and it hit just right. But yeah, some of the breakfasts in Spain. I mean, really, I was having croissants like over and over. But then some good yogurt to go along with it, and then spending time with family. That makes the food taste better. So that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Next. Best breakfast.
Okay.
This one we actually know about all 3 places.
Yes. Okay, so two answers on that.
So this one is a bit more specific. I mean.
Yeah. Best breakfast in general, the Hilton.
We sort of cheated on the first day because with coming with our how we book our stuff using the Amex card, it's like, oh, you get free breakfast. But then we found out the second day they're like, oh, you just get the continental breakfast, and it's £8 more to have the hot food. And I was like, yeah, whatever, give me the hot food. And Christine's like, no, I'm fine with continental. Like, but still, you were saying Hilton.
Even without the hot food, I would still say the Hilton.
It was really good.
The pastries and stuff were just to die for.
Yeah.
And presentation was really good too.
Yeah.
But back to also one of the answers I gave a little bit ago was the breakfast in Spain was great because it was with family around a table.
Of course.
And it was pretty basic. However, I just loved it. Breakfast is amazing. And like my mom says, breakfast is her favorite meal of the day because when everyone sits around the table, it's just lovely.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. There's plenty of room, 6 people, big, huge outside table, just looking out over the Med and this
The
wonderfully
view.
landscaped
Yep.
yard and
Yep.
just like the pool and everything. It was just like, oh crap, this is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. This is how you wake up and have breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, yeah, the food at the Hilton was top notch. So far, I mean, we've only had one breakfast here. It was good. It was wonderful. But yeah, the Hilton took that one. All right. Best bathroom.
Ooh. Well, that's a good one.
I feel like you can break this up. Because also, there's 2 more questions after this that are related to it. So think of it more as like a grand, just like overall bathroom that was the best, and then we're going to dig a little deeper. Because why not?
Oh gosh, that's so hard. So it's either the Hilton or the Pan Pacific. Even though Spain, I really like the modern bathrooms they all had. Beautiful. I loved it. Also the rain shower. Perfect. I like that the Pan Pacific here is a little broken up. So you can still be in the bathroom while somebody takes a shower and things like that, like easily. It's a little broken up. Presentation overall, I would say though the Hilton. Interesting that I say that. I didn't think I would say that.
Overall bathroom for me would have been Spain, just because it had two nice big sinks, and the shower there was no cramped space. I'm
the American is talking, guys.
Yeah. Well, and also I'm large. I mean, I'm 6'2" and hefty. So, I mean, having room to, I didn't bump my shoulders once. I never turned and cracked a shoulder, cracked an elbow on a bit of something. So having all that extra room was awesome. But what was the best shower?
Gosh, you guys. Spain.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You liked that just full, rain shower? Or was it a space thing?
No, it was a space thing. So no, the rain shower itself in the Hilton was better.
Okay.
Water pressure was better.
That's a distinction I was about to make on
water pressure and all that and bigger. But it was tighter.
Yeah.
And
it was oddly
narrow.
Shallow.
Yeah, shallow.
Shallow.
It was wide.
Yeah, it was fine for your shoulders, but you had to be facing
the glass, and you were right there.
Yeah.
But Spain had, like Ben mentioned, it was spacious, and it did have a rain shower, but it also had a very nice.
They've all had rain showers.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Spain. Yeah, Spain.
Okay. Yeah. The shower itself, like the rain shower head in the Hilton. Holy crap, that thing was amazing. Just, I mean, the one in Spain, it put out a ridiculous volume of water, but at the same time it was 10 feet up, and it felt like getting hit with large heavy droplets of water. And the one in the Hilton, it had just an infinite number of nozzles, and it was just amazing.
This is so ridiculous, guys, that we're talking about
what
rain shower did we enjoy the most.
It's not ridiculous. It was awesome. It was a great. And then this.
I've never vacationed like that. I'm just saying that. This is the first time we went that bougie.
Yeah, we went hard.
We went really hard.
Yeah, I made a lot of arguments before we left about what, if we're going to be traveling, we might as well live it up and enjoy ourselves.
And he wanted space, like the American in him. He was like, London is tiny, like normal bathroom. Well, not bathrooms, rooms are small.
Well, if you stay on the more affordable end, then yeah, you wind up with a lot less space. And of course, you get the necessities, and they're nice. But yeah, I mean, if we're going to be doing these big kind of iconic trips, it's like we don't have kids. We've got a decent amount of savings we're doing. It's like, all right, let's.
For us, sorry, I totally took this off topic. But
no, it's fine. So it's nice. So best shower for me was definitely the Hilton, even though it was cramped. It was that shower head was just oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
All right, best toilet.
I actually don't know.
I've got a point on this one, but it's.
I guess the Hilton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as an American, it's just like, oh, okay. I mean, yeah, the having some space. All right, as a semi-affluent American, it's like having a little bit of room to enjoy yourself while you're, using
the facilities.
The facilities is and so in the Hilton, the toilet was up against the wall. Like my knee is just pressed into the wall. In Spain, same thing. Other leg, other side, up against the wall. I had to turn out into the room and everything. Here, okay, this one's actually pretty good because you've got the hall bathroom, and then the water closet in the actual bathroom. In the main bath. And yeah, this one wins it hands down. It's nice. So yeah, this one definitely speaks to having just a little bit of room to exist while you're doing something that can be less than pleasant. Right. Okay.
How many questions are there?
Several.
Oh wow.
Okay. Best view.
I know your answer. Spain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But difficult, actually, now that you say that. It's a difficult question, which I never thought it would be. But all three properties have beautiful views.
Yeah.
Hilton had a beautiful view of Hyde Park and a lot of London proper. That was beautiful and breathtaking. I didn't expect that. Spain, obviously, you're in paradise, and so you see the water, you see palm trees, and just the view we had was just beautiful, and you wake up to that every morning. Just great.
Go out, see the sunrise as it comes over.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
And then here, obviously, as if you've seen the previous videos, the big thing here was to make Ben happy and have him look at the Gherkin. So we're in the business district of London, so there is really just sky rises around us and not really a whole lot of view.
Well, we've only seen so much, but
right, yeah, you have it's beautiful and all that, but it is just buildings, and obviously the most iconic building for Ben. So in that regard, it's fun lying in bed and being able to see that building as waking up and opening the curtains and seeing it. It's fun, different kind of view, but for me it would be Spain.
Okay. Best overall view would have been sitting at the outdoor table in Spain, because that was, we spent a lot of hours out there just soaking it in, and then that leads to the next question: which had the best view of the Gherkin?
There's only one answer. The Pan Pacific.
Pan Pacific wins this one hands down. It's right there. The other ones, the Gherkin's far too far away to really appreciate. You can't even see it, honestly.
You cannot see it, no.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, the Gherkin.
Oh,
okay. Best aesthetic.
Okay, give me a little bit on that. So the looks of everything.
Just the overall feel, the aesthetic, the look,
of
the design,
the room, basically.
Take it as you want. Room.
Can you answer first?
Well, I mean, I can go into it a bit. I mean, at the Hilton, it was very like, oh, look, that lady's got a Louis Vuitton bag. Like, all right, I mean, there's a certain something in Mayfair where it's just like, all right, yeah, not my people. But the room was very nice, very open. We had a lot of ability to do what we wanted to do, and just kind of, relax in the living room, sleep in the bedroom, and, place to put our stuff. But aesthetic-wise, I think that one's probably on the bottom for me. And then between the Pan Pacific and the villa over in Majorca, I really like the Pan Pacific. Just as you walk in, it's just open, very beautiful, and open, very beautiful. There's clearly been a lot of thought put into it, and it's very new. Also, I think it's only a year old.
4 years, he said.
4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Did he? Still very new, whereas the Hilton was a little older. And then, I mean, Christina's brother was just like, this place is too big, which was a huge draw for me in Majorca, because it's just like, oh my God, so much room for activities. Or, hey, I'm going to go be in my room, which is on the far side of the building, and avoid all these mosquitoes. So I feel like the mosquitoes and the ants and everything probably detracted a bit from Spain, so I'm going with the Pan Pacific. because I love just all the thought that has been put into everything, and even here in the Walbrook suite, it's like, it's a little tight. I mean, I'm sure if we had taken the upgrade, we probably would have had more elbow room and everything, but Gherkin. So, yeah, I still really like the Pan Pacific. It's got a record player. I mean...
Yes, okay. I agree with you on the Hilton comments. Beautiful and all that, but aesthetic-wise, not like the highest point. I really like the design in the villa in Spain, and very modern looking. I agree with my mom's comment of it's a little cold, but it's also a rental. So if you would live there, you could make it a little warmer, a couple of places.
Yeah, you don't want to have a bunch of stuff that a family's going to come in and their kids are going to kick over your fancy whatever.
Well, even just like a carpet, like a rug, right? They didn't have rugs anywhere. It was
it's a lot easier to just mop.
Correct. So I get it why that was the case. So I could think if you live there and rent it out in between every now and then it would be probably a little warmer. So taking that into account, I would agree it's Pan Pacific for me as well. I really like the design of how they did things. Think about even just the artwork behind us. Just makes it warms it up.
Yeah.
Are we done with questions?
Which one had the best time with family?
Well, there's only one answer. It is Spain.
Yeah, Spain wins that one. That's.
We didn't have family around us in London.
No, we didn't. No, we haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was really nice to see. The goal was to. So, a lot of people have heard me say this. I always travel to Germany to see my family, but I don't see a whole lot of Europe outside of that. We tried to sneak in a couple days here and there, but in general, I wanted to show Ben a place that I think is beautiful.
Places,
yeah. But like an island that I always rave about because I used to go there I've been there a couple times.
Little Germany.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times when I was younger.
The 17th state.
And so I thought this is a great way of seeing family, but also showing Ben a different place.
Yeah.
And so the goal was, hey,
spend time with family, but
we'll get you a place, figure out a flight, and come on over. Unfortunately, one of my brothers and his family couldn't come. That was obviously not planned.
Yeah, it was sad, but
absolutely. But we had a lovely time with the people that we did have there. So it was my mom and my brother and one of my oldest brother and his family. And so that was lovely. Obviously, the place was a little too big for that because there was a family missing.
It was perfect. We just weren't able to fill out the remaining rooms due to a miss, but
right.
Plenty of space, which was amazing.
Yeah, we were very American in that regard. We said bigger is better.
It was one of the prime requisites of where we were staying was like, all right,
let's make sure we give everyone space because in the end we haven't vacationed. Somebody asked me that. Obviously, in that constellation, we never vacationed ever because Ben wasn't around and my brother's partner wasn't around and my niece wasn't alive. But somebody asked me, when was the last time you vacationed with your family? And I said, with all my brothers and stuff? I said, I think I was like 11 or something.
Yeah, childhood.
Because at some point they stopped going on vacation because they were the older brothers, so they didn't join in.
And significantly older. I mean, the middle brother's 4 years older, the other's 7 years? 7 years older?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I cannot remember.
They aged out by the time you were a teenager.
Mm-hmm. So we didn't know how we would all jive. And so the goal was to still give each other enough space that if we needed to take a break from each other, that we could. And that it wouldn't be too crowded. And I think we managed that.
And on top of that, I mean, it worked really well. Her mom apparently is an avid reader because she would park out on the patio, out on the deck on the patio, and just soak in the view and just plow through a couple books. And then the brother that did make it, he and his family are frantic in their desire to do stuff every day and go somewhere and do something, which is understandable having an elementary school age child that has limitless energy. So them chasing down activities
during the day.
We would get out and do a little bit of stuff with your mom, but then it was really super tame and we were able to relax a lot, which was amazing.
Which was the plan.
Yeah, and it worked out. Yeah. That's
it?
Yeah, that's all I have for questions. That was.
Okay.
Do you have any? Any that have been scratching at you while we've been doing this? Oh, I wonder. No, nothing.
What was your favorite?
Gherkin? Probably that one.
No.
Okay.
Your favorite place we visited? So it could be like a little excursion.
Not the town where your mom got pickpocketed. That one sucked.
Oh God.
We're never going back. Yeah, that one's. We're not even going to say the name of it. It's cursed, and we will never return. But at the same time, getting there was pretty fun. Yeah. Oh no, they're ringing the doorbell.
We gotta go.
Okay, all right, gotta go.
Bye.
Okay, so yeah, the room has a doorbell. It's weird, but it works. Right. So I don't know. Well.
Yeah, favorite place.
Yeah, the drive. The
drive.
Right. The just not a place, but getting just the journey itself was.
So you're talking about the west. So for people to understand where we were,
yeah.
We took a drive through the mountains in Mallorca, on the west coast. Southwest. Going up north.
We went from Andrach, and then over to the coast, and then up to the cursed town that shall not be named. But the drive itself, it was crazy. You were going around. I was going around. Cyclists and passing other cars and letting motorcycles through, and it was very much a driver's paradise as long as you were comfortable squeezing through on narrow roads. And then that was probably my favorite place.
He was very sad he didn't have his actual car with him.
Yeah, that would have been fun. Or even like we saw a guy in town on our last night out, and he passed us a couple times in just a little red Miata. I was like, oh, that would be a lot of fun. It's just the right size, just the right amount of, here we go. But even the Ford Explorer from, European Ford Explorer, which looks nothing like any Explorer I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But it was, a capable EV that still had enough fun to get all three of us to where we needed to go. And on that drive, it was still fun. What about you?
The typical experience of Spain that I really wanted to make sure Ben saw was a cursed city. A town. It wasn't a city. It's a village. That was important for me to show Ben that he would see that, because it was
nice.
Yeah, it was what you...
Up until a point.
Right.
And then it sucked.
But yeah, it was what I really wanted him to see. I've been to Spain mainland when I was little every year. Every year we would drive there for 3 weeks. Until I was like 12 or something like that. I mean, it was crazy how often we went there. Pile
in the European minivan.
Not a
or the
Volvo station wagon.
Didn't your dad have a minivan at some point?
That was after we went to Spain.
Yeah.
We stopped. I was older.
All right, never mind. Volvo station wagon.
Station wagon, yeah.
Oddly.
With 3 kids in the back. Yep.
Oddly American.
Go from Germany to Spain. I think it's like a 22-hour drive or something. So I grew up with always going to all these small towns and seeing the typical Spanish way, not just the main cities, but really the small ones that are tiny and villages, like basically villages, right? And so this was the closest I could get for Ben to see, and that was important. And I really liked that.
Just some core memories.
Yeah. In London, we didn't do as much exploring and
haven't yet. We did some.
Yeah, well, we won't be doing too much. I mean, based on one of your videos before.
Okay, there was some melting down.
There was some breakdowns, so we had to kind of pull back and stop doing some stuff.
Yeah, but lesson learned. I mean, next time it's like, okay, we have the short leg on the way in, and then do activities on the way out, and just kind of do the jet lag readjustment away from everyone, and then jump into, okay, we do stuff, and on the leg out. I think that's an easier solution than like, okay, third day we're gonna go climb up the Big Ben. Yeah. We didn't do that.
It was planned, but we canceled.
Yeah. Lesson learned.
Yeah. So I've been to London a couple times. I've seen a few places that I hadn't seen before, but nothing that stood out to me at this point. So I feel like Spain was like the cursed town that starts with a V.
Shall not be named.
Shall be not be named. Yeah, I guess so. That one was my favorite place.
Okay. I mean, the cathedral in Palma was grand. It would have been interesting to see what the interior was like, but we sort of just went around the outside and then moved on.
Did you like the town, like the old town that we walked through?
I mean, it was just tight streets, couldn't see a whole lot. It was just more storefronts in front of you and then facades of buildings.
But did you like that
tight
atmosphere?
Tight spaces.
Yeah,
with
okay.
a lot
The
of
American
people.
again, he needs bigger. It's Europe is not his place.
And it's not even American. I'm particular even for that.
True.
Group, so.
True. Yes, he needs it bigger.
Yeah.
Wider, bigger spaces.
I don't like bumping into people. It freaks me out.
Tight streets. Doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Europe is not the place.
All right. Well.
Are we done?
Yeah. I mean, that's probably.
Okay.
I think we covered anything else.
No.
Right.
We're getting ready now to go out for lunch.
Okay. Well, I'll stitch these together and get it out there.
All right. Thank you. Bye.